2 class masters. Alexa, turn on the corner light. Just a little ambiance.
Just like, okay.
That's all right. It shouldn't be a shreddy one.
Do you want to take photos?
Sure. Just a couple here and there. Oh, will you, since we have time and nobody's in yet, will you just very quickly film me doing, what should I do? Like a couch squat, a Bulgarian split squat? Which one?
Whatever you think will photo well, video well. Maybe on the couch?
Yeah, let's do a couch squat. Work on depth.
Sorry.
So we're gonna film, Tina, we're gonna film your, if you're in there, we're gonna film your little social media promotion. All right, so let me know when. Hey Exceed fam, this is Andrew in my living room. I'm gonna show you a quick little move you can do to work on that depth of your squat. It's gonna just be a couch squat, pretending that your feet, a little wider hips. Let's try that again.
Do you have time?
Yeah, nobody's in the room yet.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey Exceed fam, this is Andrew from my living room. We're gonna work on a little move to work on that depth of your squat. So feet a little wider than hips distance apart. You're gonna sit back into it, tap the booty on that couch, and then bring yourself up. Sit back into it, work on that depth. Weight stays in the heels, chest stays lifted. Get that depth, and then we'll get back to work. Good enough.
Get that depth.
Get that depth. Get that depth.
Get that depth.
Nobody likes me. Everybody hates me. Hello, hello. Looks like we got one hopping in. Maybe. All right, says they're connecting. There you go. Awesome. Looks like we got Kelly joining us. Maybe. Still says connecting. Let's see. All right, looks like you are in. Awesome, awesome. We are, let's see, maybe waiting on one more, maybe not. We're gonna get this party started and we are off to the races. Sweet, let's do this thing. So we're gonna go ahead, start off nice and easy with a little high knees march. Just churning the knees into the chest, seeing which body showed up. If it looks like I'm looking in the wrong direction, camera's up here, my screen's down here. So I'm checking in on that screen. And nice and easy if it feels good. If it feels right, turn it into that little jog, light on the feet. You find out which body showed up today. Getting the breath moving. And same thing with the booty kickers, heels to your bum, working through the front of the leg, nice and light on those feet. Get that deep breath. Once again, if it feels good, if it feels right, little jog. And just a couple more. We'll take this into our alternating leg lunges, dropping that back knee, driving through the front heel. Chest stays lifted. Find your depth. Find your breath. Find your balance. And get that body moving. I don't know about you guys, but it's the first thing I'm doing today. So there we go. Just a couple more. And then next time that right foot comes out in front, we're going to move around in the low lunge, working out all the cracks, all the kinks, anything you don't need, anything that's accumulated from, I don't know, 2 weeks of hanging out indoors, let it go. And bring yourself up, high lunge, find your balance, stability, and a little back bend if you want it. Left hand plants, right hand to the sky, breathe into the twist. Both hands down, both feet back. Nice strong plank. Shoulders can stack over elbows, over wrists, belly button into the spine. Reach through your heels. Just play around here. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, roll out the shoulders, the neck. Couple tucks to that tailbone. Find your happy place. Then that left foot's coming forward. Move around in the shape. All the cracks, all the kinks. And settle in, bring yourself up, high lunge, find that balance, find that stability. And a little back bend if you want. Oh, it looks like we got another one joining us. Welcome, welcome, inside hand plants. We just started with a little warm up, so you can just move around, see what feels good in the body today. Both hands down, both feet back, nice strong plank. Shoulders stack over elbows, over wrists, belly button draws in. Scan your body. Press it back, downward dog, pedaling through the backs of your legs, ankles, calves. And heels to the mat, hips to the sky. Walk your hands back to your feet, roll it up one vertebrae at a time. And shake it off. All right, let's get this party started. So we're gonna get started with a little clock lunge to start. It's gonna be our heart rate booster. We're gonna do front, side, back, back, side, front, and just going on one side for a full 45 seconds. So I will show you what is coming, and then it is off to the races. So that clock lunge, big step forward, big step out to the side, and big step back in space, or as big as possible in a 400 square foot apartment. So here we go, 10 seconds away. That we're gonna go 45 seconds, just moving that right leg to start. In 3, 2, 1. Take that nice big step forward. Drop that back knee. Nice big step out to the side. Step that foot back in. Nice big step back in space. And then reverse it back into that lateral lunge, into that front lunge. Really thinking of, especially in that front and reverse lunge, those two 90-degree angles in the knees. In that lateral lunge, We're still sitting the weight back into the heels, driving through the outside of that glute, starting to warm it up. 10 seconds left here. Keeping on, keeping on. 7 away. Find that breath and balance in the core. 3, 2, 1. Shake off that right leg. We'll switch this on over to the other side. Same thing on that other leg. 7 seconds away. Get rid of whatever you don't need. Front, side, back, back, side, front. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. That nice big step. Keeping the weight in the heel, especially of that front foot on that front and reverse lunge. 2 90-degree angles in the knees. Let me see if I can use that camera to not burn my foot on the radiator pole. There we go. Chest stays lifted. Sit back into it. Just 18 more to go here. Finding your depth. Just letting the legs know that we're coming for them. Breathing through the shapes. And 5 seconds away. Ooh, keep your balance better than me. Shake it off, last one. Awesome, awesome. We're gonna drop down to the mat. We're gonna head into some mountain climbers. Get that heart rate pumping. That nice strong plank shape that we were just in. Really lock it down. You can always do these on your forearms if your wrists are sensitive. 3, 2, 1. Hips stay low. Churning the knees into the chest. As always, I would rather see even a little bit slower here if it means you're not flailing all over the place. So if you really need to step and reestablish each and every time, that's perfect. If you can, if it feels good, churn it out. Get that heart pumping. Trying to keep your shoulders behind your fingertips, keeping your belly button drawn in, your tailbone tucked under. You got 12 seconds left. Get that breath moving. In 5, in 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. Last one. We're now going to fire up that upper body with our push plank. So high plank to low plank to high plank. Shoulders and hips are going to stay nice and square. So in that forearm plank, press on up into that high plank, down to that low plank, alternating between the two. If at any point that upper body starts to go, or there's too much of that little wiggle in that torso, either just hold that plank, maybe add in a little body saw. You find your happy place. You got options. You're in your living room working out. I'm not even wearing shoes. How awesome is it that you don't have to wear shoes to go to work? That's pretty cool. Hips and shoulders square. Alternating between the two. Home stretch. 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. That's the game. Now we get to do it again. So we're going to take another like 15 seconds to reset. Quick little sip of water. And then we're right back into it. This is our heart rate booster. Goal is get that heart rate boosted. Right back into it. Round 2. That clock lunge, right side back in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Big step forward. Woo, find that balance, Andrew. Come on. There we go. Nice big step back. Out to the side. As always with any of my classes, online, in person, I want that form first and foremost. We'll work on speed, we'll work on power, but without form, it's all worthless. So find that control, find that stability, find that shape. There you go, 10 seconds left. There you go, nice, nice, nice. And 3, 2, 1. Quick little shake off. We do our little dance moves. Slide on over to the other side of the mat. And 8 seconds away. Same thing. Front, side, back, side, front. In 3, 2, let's go. Get that depth each and every time. Nice big step back in space. Dropping the back knee. Driving through the front heel. Just like that. 15 down, 15 to go. Time flies when you're having fun. My heart rate's getting up. There we go. All right, Monday morning, afternoon, noon. I don't know. I'm surprised I knew it was Monday. Here we go. 10 seconds to go. That's it. One more time through. See if you can't get that backside front. One last time. 5, 4, 3, 2. Shake it off. We're down to the mat for those mountain climbers. Remember, finding that nice strong plank shape. Always have the option of high plank or forearms. 5 seconds away. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Churning the knees into the chest. Hips stay low. Core stays strong. Nice, nice, nice. If you think of kind of pressing your fingertips down into the floor, that can relieve some of the pressure in your wrists. Really trying to keep your shoulders behind your fingertips. We don't want to do mountain climbers like this. Draw the knees in. Get that blood flowing. Keeping that little micro tuck of the tailbone is going to put the work in those abs. Take a little bit of that work out of the hip flexors. And shake it off. One more. We got 45 seconds. That's it. High plank to low plank to high plank, or body saw, or nice strong plank. You find your strongest. We got 45 and we get those trumpets. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this thing, y'all. Yeah. Got a wire on my foot. That's not very comfortable. Here we go. And hips and shoulders nice and square. You got that Monday afternoon latte sitting right on your tailbone. Don't spill a drop. Some people stocked up on toilet paper. Some people stocked up on Purell. We stocked up on coffee. There you go. Gotta have that coffee in the Monty household. Hips and shoulders square. Rock it out here. Home stretch, last 5 seconds. That's it, that's it, that's it. In 3, 2. Trumpets. Off to the races. Once again, grab that sip of water, grab that little towel, whatever you need. And we are moving on. So we're gonna head on to our first little lower body set. I'm gonna set up my timer here. So what we're playing with is a 30A, 30B. So what that means, you're gonna have 30 seconds of your A move, and then we'll go 30 seconds of your B move. For the first two, it's all gonna be unilateral. So that's just gonna mean 30 seconds on the left side, and then 30 seconds on the right side. From there, we'll play. But first up, I'm gonna set this one up for you. If you have a couch, a chair, an ottoman, a dog, anything close by, we're gonna start with that Bulgarian split squat. So your right foot can go right onto that couch. Toes can point down. You can hop that foot out just a little bit further away, kicking into that back leg to firm up that quad and hip flexor of that right leg, and then dropping that right knee straight down, driving through that left heel. That's gonna get that left glute and left hamstring. So we're gonna start in 8 seconds with that Bulgarian split squat. On standing leg is your left leg, right foot is in, and let's go. If you don't have a couch or a chair available, a nice split stance squat here is gonna be just great. But focus on that form. My terrible cue here that I love so much is you're a piece of toast in a toaster. You go straight down and you go straight up. Toast doesn't go forward, toast doesn't go backwards. So you want that nice straight up, straight down. 3 seconds away, we're gonna switch legs. 3, 2, 1. Quick little 5-second switch here. Left foot goes up, dropping into that right heel. Drive through. Another thing to stay aware of is those hips. They're gonna wanna open up here. Try to keep the hips nice and square on this shape. Breath is gonna bring that control into the core. Driving through, once again, that front knee. Trying to stay behind the toes by dropping the back knee down. 3, 2, 1. Into our single leg deadlift here. So either that right leg can become your standing leg, and you're just gonna hinge on over. Ooh, Andrew, focus, here we go. That little hinge, and bring it on up. That little hinge, and bring it on up. Let's go. So that is that base move. Trying to keep the hips square, shoulders square, softness in that standing leg. If that's a little much, you can put your foot back on that couch, and then you're just bowing to whatever's in front of you. Don't let it become a squat. We just did that. We want that hinge at the hips, drive the hips forward, squeeze the glutes. Or just one foot behind. Should be a little extra balance. I am just all over the place here. So shake those 5 off. We're into that second side. Left foot is the standing leg. Bring that knee up, lift and lengthen, and we take that hinge. Normally I have to do these with an insane amount of focus, so I'll slow it down. Always a good idea. Slow it down, find your breath, find your control, find what works. We want that stretch down the back of the standing leg. That glute, that hamstring is what's gonna pull us right back up. Shake that off, heading into that couch squat. So you're gonna move somewhere between 4 and 6 inches away from that couch. And we're just gonna do a regular squat, but we're gonna check ourselves before we wreck ourselves. We're gonna tap our booties onto that couch and then drive through the heels. So sit back into it, that's that bell. Drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes at the top. What this is doing is it's holding you accountable on the depth of your squat. And because your feet are those 4-ish inches away, it's making sure that you're sending your hips back in space. Even if you have to take a little seat and then stand up, that's great. Just play with that shape. 3, 2, 1, shake it off. That sumo squat, feet wide, toes point out. Let's go. Track the knees over the toes, zipper everything up. Track the knees over the toes, zipper everything up. This is a wider stance here, wider than your shoulders. Your toes are pointing out at 45 degrees. We're working the outside of that glute, the inside of that thigh. There you go. Just pretend that you're back in ballet class. I don't know, my wife's the dancer, but I pretend. I was hoping like osmosis would work or something. Not so much. Here we go. 3, 2, shake that off. Last one, we just get that heart rate back up. We have our jumping jacks, and then some of those high knee jogs that we did in our warm up. And then guess what? We get to do it all again. So in 3, 2, 1, we are into those jumping jacks. Light on those feet. I spent 7 years as a children's soccer coach in New York City. And like I always taught them, X, I, X, I. Find those nice strong shapes. Get that breath moving again. Just like that, 20 down, 10 to go. I'm sweating, y'all. Here we go, here we go. In 3, 2, we turn this into that little high knee jog, just what we were doing. Either that march, or once again, light on those feet. Remember, we're getting that upper body, or that heart pumping again. Getting that blood flowing in those legs. Woo! Radiator. Now, if I ever complain about the size of the gyms that I teach in New York again, just remind me, spring 2020. Here we go, 7 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, shake it off. 20 seconds. Be efficient with that breath. In through the nose, down to the belly button, out of the mouth. We're gonna head right back into that Bulgarian split squat. So pick a leg, we're doing them both. I'll start right foot on that couch, finding that small little hop, dropping that back knee down. Straight up, straight down. Find your breath, find your stability. Like I've said before, in yoga, they call it a dristi, a focal point somewhere ahead of you that's gonna help you focus, that's gonna help you with your balance. Use that to bring in some stability, some control. You're working the front of that lifted leg, the back of that standing leg. Switch it up, right on into it. Second leg, no rest for the weary. Drive through the heel, brace through the core, draw that belly button in. Don't let that pelvis tilt forward, putting an arch in your low back. Tuck that tailbone under, drop that back knee, square off those hips, drive through that front heel. 5 seconds away. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds to breathe. Woo! Into that single leg deadlift. Once again, I'd rather see this done a little slower, with a little bit more control. So we'll take that right leg as my standing leg first, drawing that left knee up, lift and lengthen through the crown of my head, hinging at the hips, and bring yourself back up. Trying to stay with that nice, slow, controlled moves. Sometimes I see people just see how fast they can go through these. That's not going to challenge your balance. This is just as much a core exercise as it is a lower body exercise. Finding stability in 3, 2. Once again, the option on that second side, or if you did it on that first, you can always put that toe on, that little bow. It's just gonna let you balance just a little bit more. Sitting the booty back in space, keeping that standing leg nice and soft. Chest stays open, back stays flat. Hinging at the hips and bringing yourself back up. Once again, slow and controlled here. Let the work of the glute bring you back to standing. And shake that off. Feet just about hips width distance apart. Say that 3 times fast. Anywhere in that 4 to 6 inches away from the couch. We're gonna take that little couch squat. Remember, this is just accountability. Sitting back into it, tap the booty, drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes at the top. Sit back into it, drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes at the top. After class, or any time between now and Wednesday at noon, where you guys can hop back into my class, if you wanna do these again and add a little weight to it, if you've got a kettlebell at home, like I said, a dog, a baby, whatever you want, hold on to that, sit back into it, drive through, but don't let the form change. We're gonna head into that sumo in 3, 2, 1. Feet wider than the shoulders. Toes point out, knees track over the toes. Ooh. And then bring yourself back up. Sit back into it, zipper everything up through the midline. Track the knees wide, zipper everything through that midline. There you go. Breathing through here. Tracking the knees over the toes, fires up the outside of the glute, drawing the heels in towards that midline as though you could squish the floor underneath your feet. It's gonna zipper up that midline of the inside of the thigh. Last 60 here. We've got our jumping jacks, we've got our high knees, and then that's it for that lower body section. So 7 seconds away, we're gonna take that little jumping jack, light on the feet, X and I. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Breathing through, nice and controlled. Get that blood flowing again. 15 down, 15 to go, just like that. And 7 seconds away, we will finish it off with that little high knees jog or march. 5 seconds to shake off, reset, turn it into that march or that jog. Last 30, and we get those trumpets. Let's go, Monday. There it is, there it is. Turning the knees into the chest. And 15 down, 15 to go. Nice, nice, nice. Home stretch, last 7. That's it, that's all, that's it, that's all. In 3, 2, 1. Trumpets. Whew. All right. Shake that off. Air towel water once again, efficient with that breath. I think I need to open this window a little bit more. If our neighbors didn't think we were crazy before, they definitely think we're crazy now. All right, so now we're gonna hit that core. It's gonna be kind of a, I'll just go ahead. It's kind of like a Tabata on crack. So we're gonna go ahead 30 seconds in each of these moves with that 10-second transition. Just a little longer than we're gonna want it to be, but we're really gonna hone in on that full 360 contralateral core work, ipsilateral, all that good stuff. So we're gonna start off with that side plank into that crunch. So I'll show it to you first, then we'll start that timer, then we're off to the races. So we're gonna take that side plank, stacking shoulder on elbow, and then we're gonna take that hand behind your head, and you're trying to draw your knee into your elbow and then bring it back out. Knee into that elbow and then bring it back out. If that is not happening, a little hip drop, it'll work the opposite side, but spoiler alert, we're doing both sides. So we'll be all good here. So 10 seconds away, we're gonna start with that little side plank crunch or hip drop. You find where you're strongest in 3, 2, 1, crunch down that side body, extend it back out. Crunch down that side body, extend it back out, or taking that little hip drop, or just hold that side plank, lifting through that top hip. Shoulders are stacked, core is strong, those bottom obliques, nice and strong here. Taking that little crunch, 7 seconds away, we're gonna switch sides. I'll have to try to figure out my camera angle. 3, 2, 1, shake it off. We get 10 seconds to reset. We'll flip it. And same thing on that other side. In 3, 2, 1, pop it up, find that side plank, firm up that bottom half, and then if you want it, taking that little crunch and extending out. Taking that little crunch, really think of compacting down that top rib and hip, and then extending it back out. Trying to keep those hips lifted. Get that side body. We're working all on that same side right now. Shake that off. Now, we're gonna go cross body with that cross body mountain climber. Opposite knee to opposite elbow. So my right knee reaches for my left elbow and then extend back out. Left knee to right elbow. Now we're getting that little cross body. And as I always say, I would rather see a little slower and a little deeper in that range of motion than that salsa dancer. Don't just wiggle those hips. Try to really get as much range of motion out of this move as possible. Bringing knee to elbow. Perfect, perfect. We finish this thing off with our swimmers. Lay down, face down. You're gonna bring right hand, left foot, whoop, and then switch. Squeezing down that glute, that back. Everything works. Alternating right hand, left foot, left hand, right foot. You can blame my wife for these. She took me to my first Pilates class. So, you're welcome. Squeeze down that backside. Open up that front body. And shake it off. Now we know what we're doing. Right back to the top. We're gonna take that side plank crunch. We get 2 more rounds of that. So, knee into elbow, extend out. Knee into elbow, extend out. Staying pressed out of your shoulder, keeping your neck long. Knee into elbow, press out. Keep the hips lifted. You always have that option of the nice strong side plank. Find what's working. Woo-wee. I'm burning, y'all. We got 5. We got 3, 2. Shake it off. 10 seconds. Use them. Reset. Shake off in the shoulders, the neck. Make sure that we can put that work in our core. Right into it. Second side. Pulling that knee in. Extending out. Keeping the hips lifted. Keeping the shoulders stacked. Breathe here. Saying that for myself just as much as anybody else. There you go. Nice, nice, nice. Finish this off. Almost there. We're going to take that cross-body climber here. Opposite knee to opposite elbow. Find that nice strong plank. Ooh, I got a nice little puddle of sweat here. I'm working. Here we go. Knee to elbow, knee to elbow. Only go as fast as you can with controlled shapes, just like that mountain climber that we started class with. Knee to elbow, knee to elbow. If you can, if it feels good, I'm not going to stop you, but find what's controllable. I won't be able to talk if I do it that way. So, and finishing it off with those swimmers. Opposite hand, opposite leg. 3, 2, 1. Open up that front body by engaging that back body. There you go. And keeping on, keeping on. We have just about 2 minutes of work left on this core set. And finishing up. Hopefully, there it is. I knew it was coming. All right, last time, best time. Yes, we can, yes, we can, yes, we can. One more time through, that's it, that's all. Let's get that core nice and strong. Elbow to knee, extend out. Elbow to knee, extend out. Nice. Just think to yourself, I never have to do this again. Once I finish this set, once I finish this round, I don't have to do it again. There you go. 7 seconds. In 5, in 3, 2. Shake that off. We're switching sides. Not the most comfortable on the outside of the foot. I guess this one's better to be done with shoes. Fingertips behind the ears. And take that knee to elbow. Extend out. Knee to elbow. Extend out. Trying to keep the hips stacked. Shoulders stacked. Neck long. Crunching down that side body. Taking those hip drops. Taking that side plank. Lift that hip 1 inch higher into the sky. And finish this thing off. All right. We're into that cross-body climber. We have those swimmers. And then it's c'est la vie to the core. So, opposite knee to opposite elbow. Last time we're here. Crunch down that side body, or that mid cross body, I should say. Breathing through. Pressing the floor away, keeping the back broad. Neck stays long here. and 7. That's it. 3, 2, and shake it off. We got those swimmers. 30 seconds of work. Open up that front body. All that core work that we just did. We want to be able to walk around nice and proud. Right hand, left foot. Left hand, right foot. Alternating between the two. If you have room, you can straighten your arms. I just have a couch in the way. So you find what works. But really let that work come from the musculature of the back body. Don't just arch your low back, but instead tuck your tailbone under that small little bit. Make sure that the legs are lifting with the engagement of the glute. Trumpets. Awesome, 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 y'all. So, breathe, air, towel, water, recover. We finish this thing off in style. We have one last little set. Y'all, I'm sweating. Let's do this thing. We're gonna live in these shapes a little bit longer than we want to. A full 60 in each of these shapes. We're going for that slow burn for our upper body now. So shoulders might be a little sore, a little talking to you already from all that plank work we did. That's great. If you don't have them yet, you're going to want to grab your weights, either small weights or your organic kidney beans and garbanzo beans. Whatever types of weights you have available, it's fine. We're gonna be doing that slow burn, like I said, so 15.5 ounces of beans is gonna feel a lot heavier than that. We will start with our couch walk-ups. So once again, if you have that couch readily accessible, I'll show you the first move and then we'll start that timer. You're gonna stand in that nice strong plank shape right in front of it. Walk your left hand up onto that couch, right hand. Hold that for just a second. Right goes down, left goes down. Then we're gonna switch hands. Right, left. You get it. If that's not happening, you get another round of either push-ups or those push planks, high plank to low plank. So we will get started here in 10 seconds with those couch walk-ups. Keep that core strong. Let those shoulders and arms start to talk to you here. Holding that plank shape. Let's go. Step up, step up, step down, step down. Opposite hand. Step up, step up, step down, step down. How little movement can there be in the torso? Can just those arms, just those shoulders. Forgot what hand I was on. Multitasking, apparently not my forte. Here we go. Hips and shoulders, nice and square. Step up, step up, step down, switch it up, up, down, down. Alternating arms, 20 to go here. Like I said, the first 20 seconds, you might be like, this isn't that hard. It's those next 20, and then those next 20. That gets to be fun. Hips and shoulders square. Once we're done with it though, we're done with it. We never do it again. And 3, 2, 1. Shake it off. Taking those beans. We're gonna go into our lateral, ooh, almost said that, raises, but we're gonna bring a little core element into it. So we're just gonna stand on one leg. Right leg you're gonna stand on. Left knee is gonna pull up. Brace through the core. Palms face down. Arms stay straight. Just bring those hands as wide as, or as high as the shoulders. No need to really go higher than those shoulders. Otherwise, you start to bring in those upper traps, those linebacker muscles. I'm sure the Jets would love to have you this season. Heck, even my Steelers might be interested in having you. Ooh, not looking good. Helps me to think about sports, even if they aren't happening. Here we go. 30 down, 30 to go. Like I said, you can check. Those cans of beans are still 15.5 ounces. Whew. Feels like a lot more than that. Flap those wings. Strength and stability in that core. Strength and stability in that standing leg. In 10 seconds. Drawing that belly button in, tucking that tailbone under. In 3, 2, 1. Shake it off, roll out the shoulders. Exact same thing. We're just gonna switch legs. And this time, we're gonna bring those cans facing in towards each other and straight up and down in front of you like you're a little zombie. So I'm switching over to my left leg as the standing leg, right knee draws in, belly button draws in, and we're just gonna take that little zombie stance, that little delt fly here, a little delt lift. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Palms in, shoulders burning. Nice and controlled here. There we go, there we go, there we go. Once again, if you've got weights at home, you can use these. Even if you've got bands, some TheraBands. I got a great set of TheraBands on Amazon for, I don't know, $12. It's great, great, great to have around the house, especially in times like this. Feel free to reach out to me. Let me know if you've got some bands. I can incorporate some band work in. I'd love to work some band work in. So I think Justin posted my Insta handle at the top of the chat box. Oh, 3 seconds, hold it. Oh, just lost it. I got distracted. All right, shake that off. We're gonna head into both feet down. Now we're just gonna put the work in those shoulders. So we're gonna take that wide stance into that close, and we're gonna take that for about 30, and then we'll progress from there. So in 3, 2, palms facing down, wing the arms out wide, bring them in. If you're like, come on, Andrew, I like that core work, go ahead, stand on one foot. I'm not going to stop you. But we're getting that slow burn, keeping those arms straight-ish, keeping those hands at just about shoulder height. They don't need to go behind you. So I see a lot of people do this when they do these. You don't really need to do that. Just in line with your shoulder. You should almost be able to see it in your periphery. And now we're just gonna bend those elbows and press them up. Last 30 here. Those shoulders should be fatigued. So even I'm gonna drop to a knee, you don't need to, just so you can see what's happening. That small little press overhead, even with 15 ounces, my shoulders are talking to me. We've burnt them out, we've fatigued them. Now we're just gonna tone them up. High reps, low weights. Tone them up. 3, 2, 1. Shake that off. Now, these cans, I'm probably gonna give you an unattractive angle here, but I want you guys to see my arms. So we're gonna turn into a T on the ground, and those cans are gonna come out just at about hand height, and you're just gonna bring those hands up and over, trying to keep your arms as straight as possible. So I call these airplane flies. You'll be able to see one of my arms. You guys can get started if you know what's going on. Those arms are straight, and we're just going up and over, face down, squeezing that back body to draw those hands up and over those cans or those weights. It's a small movement. Just draw little rainbows over that can, and those cans should be at just about chest height. Really focus on keeping your neck long. If you want to make it a little more fun, grab those cans, but still get that height. So still think of squeezing those shoulder blades back and down, opening up that front body, keeping that line right in line with your chest. So you don't want your hands to go too far up. 3, 2, 1, shake it off. We finish this thing off with our little cash out. We get 60 seconds of either froggers or burpees, and then we're out of here, y'all. You know my rule on burpees. Control, control, control. Hands down, shoot back, push up if you want it, jump or step the feet wide, stand up. Let's go, y'all. 60 seconds and we're done. Hands down, shoot back into that plank. Push up if you want it. Jump or step the feet in. Lift and celebrate. If you're just doing that frogger, jump or step your feet out, jump your feet in, chest up. Shoot those feet back, jump those feet in, take that little nice catcher stance here. Always have the option of step back, step forward, bring it up. Step back, step forward, bring it up. Always have the option, step back, drop to the knees, push up, step forward, bring it up. Always have the option of going full burpee with that little hop. You find your happy place. You have 15 seconds left. That's it, that's it, that's it. Straight through that finish line. You got 8. One more. Jump, step back. Find that nice plank. 3, 2, 1. Trumpets. Breathe, 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 breathe. In through the nose, down to the belly button, out of the mouth, head on down to the floor. Once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll take a nice little 3-4 minute stretch here. Like I said, I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 12, Sundays at 10:30. Come play. Please reach out to me or Justin if you have any feedback, if you have bands, if you have weights, whatever you want to add in. Let us know. This class is for you. Left leg extends out onto the floor, right leg up to the sky. Point and flex. Point and flex. Shoulders can lift up off the mat, hands a little higher on the leg. Pulling your knee 1 inch closer to your nose. And let it go. Drawing that left knee in. And then up, point and flex, point and flex. Shoulders lift up off the mat, hands a little higher on the leg, deeper in the stretch. And let it go. Both knees can hug in, drawing some circles inside to out, outside to in. And then a lot of that core work, especially a lot of that oblique work, that can get into the low back. So take your knees, let them fall heavy to the right, extend your left arm out, gazing over your left shoulder. Breathe into the twist. Slow down your breath. I love this one. Deep breath in, knees come up and over, falling off to the other side, gazing over your shoulder. Breathe into the twist. And deep breath in, knees pull into the center, crossing at your ankles. Rock and roll till you come into a nice little tabletop. And going through a cat-cow once you get there. Exhaling all of your breath out, spine to the ceiling. Deep breath in, gaze to the ceiling. Exhaling all of your breath out, spine to the ceiling. Deep breath in, gaze to the ceiling. Flipping your toes, push it back, downward dog. Pedaling through your feet. And settle into it. Feet are nice and wide. Try to take your right hand to your left ankle, your left calf, your left knee, your left thigh, wherever. But just get that little stretch through the outside of that left leg, that left glute, hip. Remember all those lateral lunges we did at the beginning? You'll appreciate it. And left hand to the outside of the ankle, calf, knee, thigh. And walk the hands back, rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders roll up and back. And once again, I'll drop to a knee. You do not need to, just so you can see. We're going to interlace fingers above our heads. Flip our palms to the sky, leaning on over towards one side. And bring it up onto over towards the other side. And bring those hands down to the center. Draw some circles towards you and away. And awesome, 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 awesome work. Nicely, nicely done, y'all. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay healthy.